Hi folks, Danny here with Pt.1. Happy Thanksgiving. And with the holidays upon us, we always see an uptick in consumers reaching out to seek advice in screens and screen selection. So to answer that, and I'll continue to answer any of the questions that we receive, but to better answer that, I put together a 5-part series where we will cover screen basics. And that includes the type of screen. You've heard things like Lambertian, specular, angular reflective, retroreflective. All of those concepts we're going to cover. We're going to cover the different colors of screen and what you can expect there based on the screen type. So a lot of information. But before we get into this, because this is part 1, we're going to set our mindset to understand how you best determine the screen that's best for you. All right, let's get into it. All right, so why start with bias? Why go to the drama first? It's not really about drama. It's about getting the right mindset whenever you go through this journey of trying to discover which screen is going to be best for you. There are biases out there. There are different camps, and you'll find that out. It'll become apparent to you soon enough. So to keep things simple here, we're going to break things down basically into about 2 different camps. Okay, there's some sub-camps within that, but the 2 camps are going to be your dedicated folks and then your, what I would call den or living room folks that have emerged over the past few years with the emergence of USTs and your ultra short throw projectors and UST screens. Now we'll cover more of this as we move forward, but for today's example and to get the mindset so that you understand where I'm coming from, I'm going to use a recent purchase that I made in the audio arena to help you understand. So I purchased recently a set of reference headphones. I have a recording studio that's upstairs in my wife's office that I utilize for mixing just different songs that I come up with, and it's going to have a number of instrumentation, vocals, all those things. Reference headphones do a great job of letting you hear the various nuances that are occurring within the mix. You can find where you can seat say one instrument just below another or just above another, seat your vocals appropriately. There's just a lot of different things that you need to hear whenever you're putting together that mix, and especially whenever you get into mastering. So the reference headphones that I bought, I did a lot of research, read a lot of reviews. An old set of headphones, which had broken on me. I'd had them for 14 years. Replaced them. I don't have the originals, but I replaced them with this after, and I'll tell you how I landed here. So with the reference headphones, they're great for the soundstage stuff in mixing and mastering, but consumption, not so much. Now, when I read through the reviews were stellar on this product. It was about a $450 set of headphones. Once again, the reviews were stellar. There was one cautionary that I did read. I did understand what they said, but I chose to buy the product anyway. So what did that review state? It stated that if you are used to consuming your audio with enhanced bass headphones, any sort of enhancement where you have bass processing, then these are not going to be the headphones for you. These headphones have been designed, calibrated for mixing, recording, mastering. Consumption or listening is a whole different territory. In that, you want typically a bit of bass response, which you're not going to get in reference headphones. Now, reference is more accurate to the representation of the music, the actual recording itself, but it's not really how you want to always listen to things. As a matter of fact, in today's world where you have a lot of beat enthusiasts that are using hyperbass, Reference headphones would sound so dull to them they wouldn't be able to utilize them. It doesn't matter how much they cost. So the same thing can be applied here to screens. Just replace the headphones with the screen, and then, as you've probably guessed, you could replace your bass enhancement with your black level enhancement for a screen. So just in one example there, you can see where expensive is not always better. Highly accurate calibration is not always better for your consumption. And that's the thing that you want to focus on as you move forward. As we go through each one of the different screens, listen for the things that you're looking for the things that matter most to you, because you're going to have that bias, especially in your dedicated camps, where they feel like projection is best served in a theatrical experience. And I can tell you that there are numerous people out there that is not the case for, and that they are more interested in how they can experience a larger scale view or image in their living room or their den without having to sit in the dark all the time, because most people aren't watching in their den or their living room in the dark. They may be watching in a lower light environment than I'm actually sitting in right now. We found that most people watch their TVs or their projectors generally in 60 lux or less, okay? Especially whenever you really go back to TV watching. What you don't want to have to do is alter your room for the viewing experience. So how do you mimic the room that you normally watch TV in? And once again, we're talking about lux generally between the 30 to 60, and it can go as low as down to 11 to 12 lux that folks will actually watch their TVs in. So you can replicate that kind of lux with a screen very easily. When you start getting into higher lux, when you start getting above 30 into your 60, then you may need a little assistance, because the dedicated realm is not going to help you. So keep those things in mind. We're going to start in part 2 with white screens. We're going to talk about all the different types of white screens in summary that you can purchase out there, and what is the highest and best purpose for those screens. All right. Happy Thanksgiving once again. You guys take care, and we'll talk soon.